GYR's unstoppable 433 tactic came out during the beta phase. I'm going to guess has been updated, but has been downloaded a slew of times. I figured let's try it out. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I am FM, and this is the Unstoppable 433 by GYR. Again, this is a tactic that I've heard about, I've seen a lot of, and I figured let's try it out and see what happens with our three teams of Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Everton. And as we go to league table, just starting there, as you can see, not nearly as dynamic or as destructive as some of the other tactics that we have seen. It is definitely not the dynamite that they say it is so far for these three teams. Again, they used this tactic with Man City. With us, it was Liverpool. 87 points, still tops the league. However, not as dominant as some of the 90, 92, 93. I think there was a 95-point season in there for some of these other tactics we've had. Again, if you're playing Liverpool, if you're playing Man City, probably a good one to look at. But there are ones that have done a little bit more out there. And yet again, this is just simming throughout the entire season. No transfers, no money talks, nothing, no interactions whatsoever from me as a manager. Just going on vacation and simming the entire season. So Liverpool 28, 3 and 7 with 87 points. Aston Villa still in European spot. However, 7th place, not doing as well as some of the other tactics. 18, 7 and 13, 61 points. And then Everton in 10th. So still, they were scheduled to be 16th. 10th is not a bad place to be for them. 14, 10 and 14 and 52 points. Still 21 points above relegation. Not a bad season overall for all three teams. So this is a custom gegenpress attacking mentality tactic, 4-3-3, fairly standard. A sweeper keeper in defense, a fullback on the left in attack, a wing back in support on the right, a ball playing defender playing defensively in the center with a central defender in defend, a DM right above him in support, a box-to-box in the midfield on support, a Mazzala in attack, an inside forward in support on the left, an inverted winger in attack on the right, and an advanced forward in attack centrally. In possession, attacking width is fairly wide, pass into space is his approach to play, and play out of defense. Standard passing directness, tempo is higher, run at defense, be more expressive with low crosses. In transition, counter press, counter, and take short kicks. And then out of possession, high press line of engagement, much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short keeper distribution as usual, get stuck in, and finally, opposition instructions. We got nothing. No one seems to be doing opposition instructions. I may just leave them off for right now. So schedule-wise, Everton, as you would expect, in 10th. I mean, they did not have a very good start to the season after that first half of the season. They did have a Barcelona friendly for some reason. But anyway, starting off the league, Fulham 3-1 win at home, but then loss, draw, loss. They did get a win against Leeds. Aston Villa losing 0-2 away from home, but beating then Chelsea and then losing to Liverpool 1-5 at Anfield. So 4-2 Brentford win, but then not another one until the 6-0 against Bournemouth and then 2-1 against Arsenal. Some of these teams, it's very weird that you'll get lower teams just kicking the crap out of some fantastic opponents and then losing out to everyone else. Here is very mixed with Arsenal and Chelsea, but then, losing out to Tottenham, West Ham draw, Southampton draw, Brighton loss, Newcastle loss. So it's really just a mixed bag. They did pick it up a little bit in the second half of the season, but, I mean, Premier League starting out against Leicester, 2-3 loss, 1-0 loss against Manchester United, but beating the likes of Newcastle, Man City 4-1 at home, and then a fantastic March with 3 wins in a row, all with 4 goals apiece, 4-1, 4-3, and then 4-1. However, April, Southampton being their only recorded win. That is not a great one right there. Liverpool loss at home 1-3. But then a May undefeated run. Very nice. Leeds, West Ham wins. Chelsea and Aston Villa draws. Again, 10th place, you don't expect to see win after win after win. If we go to Aston Villa's schedule, a lot better. 7th place, so still going to be a little bit spotty here and there, but a 1-2 loss at home to Tottenham, but then completely unbeaten until 1-0 loss at Leicester, 0-2 at Fulham, Getting back to Man City, though, EFL Cup fourth round out 1-2, and then right after that, of course, URFM at home 1-0 Premier League loss to Manchester United. Leeds United, Wolves. Ooh, wow, that April looks like, oh God, that hurts. That just hurts to see. 2 draws are the only positives. I mean, 0-1, 0-2, fine, but 2-5, 2-6, 0-5 to Liverpool. Ouch. And then a single win in May against Leicester 3-2, but overall, finishing out the season one all draw against Everton away from home. But that is a tough season at times. Liverpool starting out a lot better than the other teams, but look at this, 6-2 in the FA Community Shield. Firmino with 6 goals, Holland with 2. That is crazy. That is a match and a half. But Tottenham is their first recorded loss. Then not again until Arsenal 1-2 at Anfield. Ouch. And then 1-2 loss against Aston Villa. 0-1 against Leeds. They're not, well, I was going to say they're not big losses, but 0-4 to Real Madrid. Winning out 6-3 to Salzburg. Celtic doing the double, 5-1 total. Salzburg draw, Real Madrid loss. That should see them into the second round, I would assume, though. Tottenham, EFL Cup third round, they are knocked out. 1-2 loss at Wolves. And Champions League, round of 16, at home 4-0 against PSG. And then a 2-3 loss against PSG. 6-1 to Rotherham. Rotherham? I don't know how to pronounce that. But, wow, a nice unbeaten run there until the Champions League semifinal. First leg, 0-1 to Real Madrid. Tying them 2-2 at home. That sees them out. That is heartbreaking to see. But they did not have a hard run in the FA Cup at all. Sheffield United, Manchester United 3-2 win right there, so that's not too bad. But Rotherham at 6-1, finishing out against Chelsea 3-0. Chelsea is just not great in FM this year. They just sink for some reason. But they've got a couple trophies right now. Let's actually see the competitions. As you can see, Liverpool 87 points, winning the Premier League, trophy number 1, knocked out in the semis in the Champions League by Real Madrid yet again. Somehow they need to beat Real Madrid. I think they've done it in one tactic. Emirates FA Cup winner, FA Community Shield winner, knocked out in the third round by Tottenham. So 3 trophies, not too bad. Definitely have seen better. And as we continue with the Premier League stats, most goals, Liverpool with 102, Everton with 74, Aston Villa only with 56. They must have conceded a hell of a lot if you got 74 goals over Man City. So maybe shore up your defense if you're Everton, use this tactic and see how it works. I don't know, maybe drop one of those 2 midfield roles into a DM role. But fewer shots against Liverpool and Aston Villa. Most possession, nobody. I'm not even going to worry about these. Fewest conceded, Liverpool with 33 out of 38. Most shutouts, Liverpool, again, 16. But Arsenal doing a much better job there. Most tackles won, Aston Villa and Everton, and then most points per game, 2.29 for Liverpool. Aston Villa in there in 7th with 1.61. And if we look at the player overview, most goals, Erling Haaland, of course, with 31. Calvert-Lewin comes in 2nd with 27. So he's loving this tactic completely. Is he just loving that advanced forward role? I don't know. I don't know Calvert-Lewin whatsoever, so check him out. But why is most goals... Why are you showing Hugo Lloris and Martinez? Love this game. Love it. Erling Haaland with 31, Calvert-Lewin with 27, Mohamed Salah with only 21, and Firmino with 18, though. Firmino picking it up real nicely. Most assists, Anthony Gordon with 15, Salah with 12, Jota, Alexander-Arnold, and Robertson all with 9 apiece. Player of the Match awards, Mohamed Salah finally beats Erling Haaland. 10 with him and 8 with Calvert-Lewin. Overall, I mean, fewest conceded, Shaqiri with 22 only, and Allison in 3rd with 27. Most shutouts, Allison right there in 3rd with 14. Emiliano Martinez with Aston Villa with 12. Overall, not too bad. Again, this tactic, there has been other tactics that have done much better at this. If this is your type of formation, if you like the 4-3-3, using a Mazzala, using some different sides on the wings, check it out. Maybe you could, I mean, obviously you usually do much better in your own saves when you're actually taking control of each match, doing the shouts, doing your own transfers, doing the substitutions and all of that than, these guys do. But Liverpool in 1st, Aston Villa in 7th with the Conference League. So still not 2nd like some of the other ones I've had, but still in European spots, not too bad. Everton in 10th, coming up from 16th. Overall, not too shabby whatsoever. But that is it for me, Seffian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you so much for watching. Take care and enjoy.